Hey, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, and today we're going to preview some additional reels that came into the shop this week. It seems like Labor Day came and the post office just kind of stocked up a bunch of boxes, and well, here they are. The first one comes in from Scott. I think we all kind of know Scott out on the West Coast for his flea market finds. Scott is sending me the Penn International 965. He says doesn't like the handle. See if I can get him a spare handle on that. But also, as we get over to the corners, you'll notice that line guide is sticking. That's probably an issue with the line guide pawl, and it needs a general service. So I know Scott likes fishing with that reel. We're going to see if we can do the general service and if we can find a power handle for him. Well, the next one comes in from Newport Richie in Florida. So we've gone from California to Florida. We're going coast to coast on this one. This one comes in from Glenn, and I think I remember the conversation with Glenn in the email. I think I have what might be a reel in the box project here. Well, I certainly do. This will be an unusual one. Well, we got a frame in a box. We also have a an Okuma Magna Pro in a box reel. This one, I believe, is the Ocean City Big Game reel. I'm not going to take all the pieces and parts out. I'm going to trust they're there. But I like jigsaw puzzles, and that looks like I'll have the opportunity to do that. I think I've done one on the Magda, and I always have some fun. People always like to watch these come back together again, so we'll see what we can do for Glenn there. Next one up is John. John has sent me a bunch of reels, and John's down in Texas. I think he's down in Texas, right? Yeah, he's down in Texas. So we've gone from California to Florida, and now we're back in the middle of the country. John sent me 9 reels, and then I think he sent me this one as well. Yeah, so this is actually a nice looking reel. It's the Ambassador USA 5000C, and I don't think that this one goes in the gear. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's not. It may or may not be. Yeah. Well, we're just going to have to see what the issue is here. Well, the handle is certainly blocking the star adjuster. It's probably a bent handle, but I'm going to take care of that with John. You'll see. Stay tuned right here, right now. You'll see more of John's reels coming up in just a moment. Okay, this one comes from Virginia. This is quite a box here. Hopefully we'll all thank Amazon for the boxes that they provide us all to ship in. It looks like we buy a little bit from Amazon and get to reduce, reuse, and recycle their boxes. So we have several reels in here. Let's see. Oh, and now there's a big one. I think this is going to be an electric one, and I don't do electric reels. I'm not an electrician. But what we're going to see if we can do is tune up the rest of the reel. So we'll take it apart, we'll clean it up, make sure everything's working. If the electrics on this one is not working, well, that's unfortunate, but I can't fix the electrics there. This is the Super Tanacom S Daiwa. We also have looks like a Penn Slammer. Now we have the Spin Fisher 450 Live Liner. Seems to be, doesn't seem to be locking in on the live line feature. All right, we'll see what's going on with that. And the third one, we're all over the place. So we have a Shimano Sustain, one of my favorite reels. They're really all nice reels. So we've got 3 very different reels in that box. But wait, there's more! Second box that came in as well. Well, no, this one is an Amazon box, but this is, I'm not sure if this is the same fella sending this one. Williamsburg, Virginia. Can't see where that one's from. Williamsburg is a beautiful town if you ever have the opportunity to go there. Site of the colonial settlements down there. Rockefeller had a museum down there. Rockefeller paid for most of the restoration of the historic village. Okay. So we have a compact reel here, among others. This is the compact Bonanza. I think he said it's missing a drag washer. Well, I have a whole pile of dried washers from fishing reels that have fought the fight and have been unable to continue, and I'm sure we'll be able to match one up there. And if you'd like to see these reels being serviced, if there's one in here that I don't plan to service that maybe you'd like to see, leave a note. I will see what I can do to make that work for you. Well, here's an Ambassador. This is an older one. It's an Ambassador tournament. Very unusual reel. And circa 1980s maybe. I'm not quite sure. Late 80s, early 90s based on the design. And we'll see if we can find the time to do this one. It's a tournament TC 305535A. I guess I can look that up from a schematic standpoint and see if I can determine a little bit more on the date with that one. And this one comes in from Steven, so I don't think that's the same as the other one, other than they're utilizing the same boxes, and they don't seem to be from Virginia. Well, Robert just dropped this one off at my shop. This is a Penn Squall. It's the 155D, or 15SD rather. He said he goes deep into the ocean on jet skis. And I mean crazy deep, like 20 miles offshore in a jet ski. And these things take a beating. They take a lot of salt on from the spray and everything that gets on there. He said when he had it the other day, it was hardly free spooling. He did open up the side case here and clean it out. He didn't deal with the drive side. So I'm going to take that apart and I'll make sure that I clean that up for him. And then he gets it ready to go fishing again. Well, the next one's from Tiffany, and Tiffany got all concerned because the last preview I didn't show her reel. Well, fear not, Tiffany, you have your reel. And Tiffany is sending me a Penn 85 old-time reel that's just as good today as it was then. So we'll make sure that we do it for her and get back to her in the near term. Well, we're not done. We got 4 or 5 more boxes here. That's how crazy it's been. Bob sends one in. Bob is from Colorado. And this is the time of year where people are starting to look at back to school. Some of them are taking the boats out of the water. They're doing other things. So it gets busy in the shop. And that's all good. I think we got a 6.0 Senator here maybe. And a big one. Looks like the 6.0. And I just did a couple of Penn Senators. Yeah, this is the 114H 6.0 Senator. I just did 2 for Dan out in California. And I have a lot of those 6.0 Senators in my library. So if you're interested in seeing them, just kind of look that up. So make sure that we get this one done. All right, here's the second set of reels that John sent in. We just saw the USA version. And I believe there's 8 or 9 reels in here. So John, I think, is starting to compete with Scott. I just did 4 or 5 reels for John. And before I can get them back, well, these look like Ambassadors. Well, we got to... I'm just going to read these. We don't need to. Ambassador. You can always tell the Ambassadors by the handles. Ambassador. All right, here's a Corvallis CVL 400. I may have just done that one. I'll check my piece and we'll see. Got a Bantam, a couple of low profiles. Got a Browning Vector. All right, I'm game for this one. So this is kind of old school. Browning Vector. Sort of looks like along the same lines as some of those Shakespeare Alphas at the time. Let's see how we do with that. So we got 9 reels here. I will give you my word that if I haven't done one, I'll go check my libraries and see if I can. Here's a Corrado 200, a Bantam Corrado. These are circa 1980s, 90s. Again, that industrial design was that period in time. So John has kept me busy with these. And while I continue to go grab boxes here, if you have a question on any of these and would like to see some maybe that I don't plan to do, please leave them in the comment section. I'll be happy to get them to you. So Don sent me some reels here. He's from South Carolina, so we continue our jaunt around the world. And we have 4 or 5 reels here. I'm not quite sure. Oh, these are... So I had a nice conversation with Don, and this one got real interesting. So Don started taking apart his reels. He's got 5 of these in here. He started taking apart his reels, cleaning them all up, doing a nice job on the cleaning, from what I understand. And it came to the point of reassembly. Well, those pen reels can be a little intimidating with those springs and the way you put them back together again. And he called me up and said, I'd like to continue to clean my reels, but I'm just a little bit nervous about putting them back together again. Can you do that for me? I said, sure. So that's why Don has sent that up there without the cases or plates or anything. There's simply a reassembly to do him a favor there. And, well, it'll be fun to do. Oh, here's another reel in the body project, a fitting way to end. We have a Ocean City True Temper. So True Temper bought Ocean City in around 1957-58. And this one is in pieces and parts, and they're not even in the bag. They're just kind of laying around in the box there. I hope they're all here. We're going to go try to do that one, put that back together for them. And I better go find a piece of tape for that because I don't want any of those falling out. And that's coming from Stephen in Ohio. So, wow, what a set of previews here. There's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of fascinating ones to be done. That electric reel looks interesting. I'm not sure how far I will get with that, but I'm not intimidated. I generally try to jump in if I can find a schematic. I do. And that will leave us from there. So I'm going to get busy on Tiffany's. I think that actually might have belonged to her father or grandfather. We'll do that 85. I'm going to do a couple of videos from here. Again, if you'd like to see one that you haven't seen, please let me know, and we'll try and add that one to the video schedules. To all of our first responders and essential personnel, thank you for everything it is that you do. To everybody, please stay safe, stay well, and stay watching. And have a great day fishing. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle.